thinking about tomorrow.
Don't stop. It'll soon be here.
It'll be better than before.
Yesterday's gone.
Yesterday's gone.
When you have a bank you can trust, you have the confidence to take on tomorrow. Trustmark. People you trust, advice that works.
Quality, integrity, and excellence. Kincaid's Fine Clothing, Old Town Square, Ridgeland.
Where is your nearest Bank Plus? We're here. Here. And here. We're with you wherever, whenever you need us. Your bank. Your plus. Bank Plus.
For over 40 years, Strength Roofing and Siding has been Mississippi's leading commercial and residential roofing company. We take care of what's over your home so you can take care of what's inside. Strength Roofing and Siding. Call for a free inspection and estimate today.
Hello, Jags. I'm Mary Hawkins Butler, and I am honored to be your mayor. I'm your biggest fan. Not only do you compete athletically, but also academically. Oh, we are so proud of you. You compete locally, you compete regionally, and nationally. We know that the time is now. You can make your mark. Go out and get it. Nothing is impossible. We are behind you and we love you.
Welcome to the Toby Collins Coaches Show, brought to you by our friends at Kincaid's Fine Clothing. I'm Bob Sullender, along with the head coach of the Madison Central Jaguars, Coach Toby Collins. Madison Central 45, Germantown 14. Germantown came back to the Jungle for a rematch, this time in the playoffs. First game decided by a 42-yard field goal, and coaching, into the locker room before the game. What were some of the different things you saw, before the game this time compared to other games?
Well, I just think right now we're playing our best football. And it's coming at a good time. Coming into the playoffs. Obviously the Germantown game has become a big-time rivalry, and like you said, the first time around came down to a field goal. We're actually playing for overtime, but we were able to make a play or two here there at the end of the game, and Ross went out there and kicked a 42-yarder. Coming to this game, I felt like our kids were a little bit more focused, a little bit more knowing what's at stake, knowing it's win or go home. Our kids have been here before, so, the expectations are there to be playing in North State championship. So not to take anything away from Germantown, they're a good football team, but I think, we thought coming into the game we were the better team, and I think the results kind of spoke for themselves.
Offensively, Jaden Johnson, 11 for 11 passing, 100%, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns, and with another 137 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Zay Hart led the receivers, 150 yards with 6 catches, 2 touchdowns. Ryan Delaney, Michael Stephen really ran the ball well and kind of gave that two-headed monster, so to speak, on the offensive side of the ball with the running game, 66 yards, 16 carries, and a touchdown. And, Coach, offensively, everything was just clicking. Of course, both teams trading offensive touchdowns there when it came to the first part of the game. And, it seemed like punch per punch. We were going to have a crazy game, but, it seemed like y'all got a couple of stops on the defensive side of the ball, and offensively, y'all just looked really well.
Yeah, we didn't punt all night long, and that's a good thing because, Jack was a little bit banged up coming into the game, with a pulled hamstring, so we were kind of nervous about sending him out there, but, Jaden Johnson, what can you say? He's perfect on the night, did not throw an incompletion, no picks. Spread the ball around. He didn't just throw it to one guy. He kind of spread it around, and he made some plays with his legs as well. So, big time night. And the one group of people that never gets mentioned in all this is the offensive line.
Absolutely.
You're talking about Josiah Clemens, Terry Harden, Parker Montgomery, Greg Brown, and Marcus Johnson, the two tight ends, Micah Jones and Carter Ashley. You know, those are guys that kind of get I know Micah's had several catches on the year and made some plays, but those other guys, they don't get mentioned very often. And just want to give a shout out to them because Jaden can't do what he did. Running backs can't do what they do without those guys doing their job.
Absolutely. The trenches usually kind of play the part when it comes to who wins and loses.
Absolutely.
In this game, for
Absolutely.
sure. We'll talk about the defense up next right here on the MC Big Blue Network, Super Talk Mississippi 97.3 FM.
Football is all about teamwork, hard work, and dedication. Kind of like selling cars. And Gray Daniels, well, we're the best in the game. With the largest selection in the state, you won't find lower prices on new Fords, Chevys, Nissans, Volvos, or Toyotas anywhere else than at Gray Daniels. No matter what brand you pick, you always get the best price in town. And that's what's called having skin in the game. Visit any of our Gray Daniels locations in Jackson or Brandon today.
Few know these hands, hands that beat the sun to work and greet the rising moon. Herculean hands of stone skin and weather palms. These are hands inclined to plant, till, and toil in the soil. Few hands clock 80 hours a week. Fewer still find more time to hold, hug, and love their family. These hands feed the world, but you may not recognize them because few know these hands.
Welcome back to the Toby Collins Coaches Show, brought to you by our friends at Kincaid's Fine Clothing. I'm Bob Sullender, along with the head coach of the Madison Central Jaguars, Coach Toby Collins. Madison Central 45, Germantown 14. Germantown took the first drive down and scored. The Jags answered back and forth for a little while, but two big stops for Madison Central right there really set the tone for the first half and into the rest of the game. And man, the defense just really dominated towards, definitely towards the end of that first quarter, into the second quarter, and man, just really flexed their muscle the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think we just calmed down after the first quarter. The first time we played Germantown, they did some things offensively that we hadn't seen on film. I don't want to say we weren't prepared for them because you try to prepare for everything, but a lot of influence, pulling guards one way and running the ball the other way. Coach Livingston and his staff did a really good job of putting a plan together and changed some keys for us on defense. So I think that really paid off, and once our kids settled down and started swarming the ball and doing what we do, and that is playing a physical brand of football, we settled in and had a really good night defensively.
Same cast of characters: Monte King, Titus Amos, Avery Jackson, Cavion Johnson, Kevon Jacobs was really big, I believe. He seemed to be in the backfield the whole game. All these guys really stepped up, and defensively, they say offense sells tickets, defense wins championships, and it seems that kind of is pointing to the way things are going right now.
Yeah, we've leaned on those guys all year long, and we'll continue to do so. We take a lot of pride in what we do defensively. Those guys are stepping up to the plate. They're playing good. And I say those guys, I'm talking about all 11 of them. I'm proud of them, and we need them to continue to do that.
Absolutely. Up next, we'll talk about the Tupelo Golden Wave. It's playoff time, the North State Championship, right here on the MC Big Blue Network, Super Talk Mississippi 97.3 FM.
Wendy's is open until midnight or later. So give in to those cravings. Get that Baconator.
Give me one honk if you want a Baconator. Let me get that beat for 6 strips of bacon. Oh, there it is. When I say bacon, you say Ader. Bacon.
Woo! Let me get a toot on the mega.
All right.
Okay. Now, when I say...
Dude.
Sorry.
When the craving strikes, go night mode and choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Baconator. Professional Eye Care Associates has a large variety of designer eyewear for all your needs. Whether it's bifocals, specialty lenses for sports and hunting, or help with long hours of computer work, we can take care of you. If you prefer contact lenses, our professionals will guide you to ensure your best vision and optimal comfort through the variety of premium contact lens options available in our office. Call Professional Eye Care Associates to schedule an appointment to improve your vision today. 5 locations to serve you: Brandon, Canton, Madison, Ridgeland, and Yazoo City.
Renova Roofing can take care of all your roofing needs. From storm damage to full-scale replacement of any residential or commercial roof system, Renova can handle any size job. Renova works with your insurance company to get your storm-damaged roof replaced to current building standards, making sure you get the roof that will protect you for years to come. Based in Mississippi and licensed and bonded across the Southeast, contact Renova today to learn how you can experience the best roofing services in the state. Visit renovaroofing.com to schedule your free consultation today.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories, and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Welcome back to the Toby Collins Coaches Show, brought to you by our friends at Kincaid's Fine Clothing. I'm Bob Sullender, along with the head coach of the Madison Central Jaguars, Coach Toby Collins. Tonight, Madison Central travels to Tupelo for a rematch against the 12-0 Golden Wave. First game, Jags had an early lead at Tupelo, but came up short. Jaden Hill for Tupelo, the running back, had a big game against the Jaguars. And, Coach, that's a guy, if you look at something on film, you see him all year, you're like, okay, if we can stop him, we can beat this team.
Yeah, I mean, that's really easier said than done.
Absolutely.
I mean, nobody stopped him all year long. Right. I mean, you're talking about the number 1 team in the state. You're talking about the 7A Mr. Football. So you're talking about the number 1 team in the state and arguably the best player in the state that we're going up against tonight in Tupelo. And, you know, people say, well, if you can just stop the back. Well, we're going to do everything we can to slow him down. And I think that's the main thing is just don't let him have chunk plays on you and just keep hitting him over and over and over. And maybe at some point during the night we'll start making them punt and taking advantage of that. So they're a good football team. I would say that arguably we played them the best game they've been played all year long in our first matchup. And, you know, our intentions are the same as theirs tonight. We're going in trying to win the football game. We're not going to play tight. We're going to play loose. We're going to get after them. We're going to do what we do. We're going to play fast and physical and just see what happens at the end of the night.
Offensively, what are some of the things you're going to do to try to get those, of course, points on the board? You do the same thing. You know, we're going to run the football, we're going to pass the football, of course, but what are some of the things that you're going to do to kind of keep them off guard on the defensive side?
Well, I think that's something that gets kind of lost when you talk about Tupelo because everybody wants to talk about, you know, the running back, and their offense. But defensively, they're a really good football team, and they've got guys on that side of the ball that have Division I offers. So they're a talented football team. And I think when you do that, when you're playing a team like that, people that are a team that has a lot of speed, they're bigger, you know, they've got, you know, good players, then I think you have to be patient. You have to be patient and be satisfied with 3, 4, 5 yards of carry, and then when you get a chunk play, take advantage of that and get points on the board. And I think one thing that we didn't do a good enough job the first time we played them is our defense created some turnovers, and we had some short fields. We didn't take advantage of that. Albeit we got some poor calls, but you've got to overcome that, and you've got to get the ball in the end zone.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight.
I appreciate it.
That's what it's all about, right?
That's right.
That's it. Up next to the field for the North State Championship game, Madison Central and Tupelo, right here on the MC Big Blue Network, Super Talk Mississippi 97.3 FM.
Visit CIA Autoplex, your one-stop destination for all your vehicle needs. Whether you're looking to buy a new vehicle, service your current vehicle, or give it a showroom shine, we've got you covered. Sales, service, and detailing. Located at 380 Distribution Drive off Gluckstadt Road in Madison. When it matters most, CIA Autoplex. Visit www.ciautoplex.com today.
At Davini, we are your hometown Kubota dealer. We're the oldest Kubota dealer in the U.S. That means we've been doing it better longer than anyone else. We have 2 locations in the metro area to serve you, Madison and Jackson. When I say hometown, it means something to us.
We are hometown. We are hometown. We are hometown.
We support our local schools, community organizations, and local municipalities. Shopping and keeping business local keeps our community strong.
We are hometown.
Raffles are a great fundraiser for organizations because they can raise a lot of money quickly. However, selling and processing tickets is an administrative nightmare, requiring numerous volunteers and hundreds of man-hours. Raffle Breeze seamlessly combines online sales, paper tickets, robust reporting, and your own branded website to make running a raffle painless. Raffle Breeze has helped organizations raise hundreds of thousands of dollars. We can help your group do the same. Visit rafflebreeze.com for more information.